we're back to take another look at the 2024 recruiting class. Today, we're going to shine a spotlight on Elijah Rushing, 4-star edge rusher signed with the Oregon Ducks. We're going to take a look at his highlights. We're going to take a look at his scouting report at 24/7 Sports to get a good idea of what his game's about. But before we do, you need to click that subscribe button because we're going hot and heavy on this 2024 recruiting class, and you need to know what the freshmen are going to be looking like on your favorite team. So click that subscribe button. Stop missing out. And we're going to start things off with the scouting reports over here on 24/7 Sports, and we're going to take a quick look at On3 as well. But if you're here for just the highlights, just fast forward 3 minutes or so. You'll get there. However, he is signed with the Oregon Ducks on 12/20, National Signing Day. They were busy that day, of course. 5-star in the rankings, 4-star in the composite. 6'6", 251 pounds, 37 offers. Everybody was trying to get at him. Oregon, Arizona, Notre Dame, Tennessee, UCLA, if you want to skim the top here at some of the teams that we're looking at him. Some top-tier Power 5 schools. Everybody wanted him, though. That's something to think of. Gabe Brooks has him projected as a first-rounder. And some things he's saying: scheme versatile frontline defender with size frame potential of a more traditional hand on the ground defensive lineman, but the functional athleticism and pursuit range of modern edge rusher. Reading that, sounds like we got a guy with good size adjusted athleticism. Sounds like a player who can hunt down guys in the backfield. Sounds like a player that can really get to the quarterback as well. Senior season shows encouraging speed to power. Size adjusted athleticism, speed to power, getting off the ball, getting through the lineman, getting through to the quarterback, to that running back. Wields a heavy inside hand that can rock tackles onto their heels. Powerful athlete. That's what we're seeing here out of the scouting report. Of course, there's some more. However, we're just skimming it real quick with you guys so I don't bore you to death with my reading. Signed with Oregon, December 20th. Looks like he committed to Arizona, decommitted, went to Oregon, and he committed with them in July. So they could have backed off the process a little bit here on the recruiting process on 24/7, on 3. Once he saw him commit, that's something you got to think about. However, committed back with Oregon on October 30th. I want to see more of the timeline here. Looking at the timeline, he visited Tennessee. Prior to that, he visited Oregon. He liked Oregon. There's something about Arizona he liked. Notre Dame had a visit. UCLA had a visit. Unofficial visit to Miami. Offers Nebraska, Auburn, Ohio State, Deion Sanders. Visit to Oregon. He likes Oregon. And eventually he went with his heart, it looks like, because now he's with Oregon. Looking at the production here, 11.5 sacks in 2022, 13.5 tackles for loss, 73 tackles, 75 tackles the year prior. 5-star/4-star prospect. Over at On3, they got him as a 4-star prospect. ESPN has him as a 4-star. Rivals has him as a 4-star. 24/7 Sports is split depending on whether you look at the composite, which has him as a 4-star, or their rankings, which has him as a 4-star. On3 still has him rated pretty high. Edge rusher number 6 and 7 in the rankings. 24/7 Sports has him at number 2. ESPN has him at number 5. Rivals has him at number 3. So he's highly rated in this class. That being said, let's go to the tape. Let's go to the highlights. See whether or not you like him or not. Let me know in the comments whether you got him rated as a 4-star or 5-star. I guess high-end 4-star. Because really, when you line up all the 4-stars, it's a huge list every year at all the positions. So I like to call them high-end 4-stars, normal 4-stars, or whatever. But you can definitely tell, like, the range is pretty big. So you could probably split that up with different categories. But let's take a look. He's getting to the quarterback here. I was talking through the start of that play. That's a habit of mine at the start of all these. I'm sorry about that. Outside here, you got some speed. Saw a little bit of quickness there. Might have saw a little shoulder dip, elbow dip there to feint going back in. He's blown by that tackle. He's blown by him. Good little bull. Comes out. He's athletic. I get what they mean by speed to power. Speed, gets hands on, knocks him back, gets him on his heels so he can maneuver off. Gets low now. There we go. There we go. Little dip. Let's see what we got on this play. Just bounces off of him and gets to the hole. And gets to the quarterback. Look at that lean. Look at that lean. Lean and flips through him. With that speed. Just pushes him back on his heels. Rides him out. Here we go. You ride me out, I'm going to get back to you. Look at that. Tackle had an alright ride out. It's just the play lasts a long time and he was able to get back to him. Good motor. Good motor. I mean, that's about all you can do with a prospect like that is hope that you can get in a position to ride him out. To work back inside. That was smart. Keeping your head up. You can tell he ate up that tackle just by just looking at how they're line. Flipped him on his back. You can tell he ate him up. You can tell. Watching these top tier defensive linemen, it's the best tape because they're going up against some of them good tackles and guards. I'm not going to really, but sometimes you'll see stuff like that. You pat on the back. Well, it looks like they're setting something up, but still you'll see them just dominate and kill some people. Some of those average high schoolers. The average high schooler has no chance against a player like this. And you just see him eat and dominate. And he creates some of the funniest tape. And he's getting some of it. He's getting some of it. Look at him. Look at him. Just throws him on the ground. Dude did a barrel roll. He's got some speed, too, for his size. Good size, just athleticism. We're standing up here. Just pulls him into, pushes him back, gets to the quarterback. It's good tape. Oh, good read, too. You saw the offensive line crash down. You didn't get sucked into it. Another good read and pursuit. He's going to eat on this play. I guess not. Oh, good reaction. Good reaction. Good read, too. He was killing that offensive lineman in that game. They keep going back to those clips. He killed that guy in that game. There we go. There we go. Good motor, son. There we go. On the outside here. It's don't look good for 64. You can just tell sometimes by their stances of that offensive lineman whether they're going to get killed or not. 64 was better in that one, and you can definitely tell from the start. $77, there he is again. He's the star of the show. Oh. Gets to him, though. Gets to him. He's got good size, just athleticism, barrage of moves. Moves sideline to sideline pretty well. Good pursuit angles from what I've seen. Reads and reacts well. There we go. See? See? Patient. Keeps his eyes upfield while fighting through trash. And is able to get through the trash. We're going to get through that tackle, aren't we? Oh, no. There we go. Peels off. Hold and contain. Holds contained there and then comes back. Smart. Smart. Good pass rush there. It's off the line quick. His highlights are highlights. And on the defensive line, your highlights have to look like highlights. They have to. They can't just be looking like good plays. You have to be mauling people. And he's thrown some guys to the ground. He's gotten to the quarterback. Like this. Coming back to him. Coming off explosive. Bat out of hell. 75's wide. But he ain't going to the ground. He going to the ground. He's ready to make an impact sooner than later. Good peel off. Good pursuit. Imagine that pitch was all the way over there. He made up all that ground. Think of it in that terms. Gets to the quarterback. Ball's in the air. Got a solid prospect here. Good containment. Reading, reacting off the tackle. Let him where you wanted to be to keep the containment. Peeling off again. Solid. Solid defensive lineman. Ready and available right there. Coming off. Now we're headhunting. He gets to the QB. He's explosive off the edge. He's got some speed. He's going to get bigger too. Look at the frame. Look at his frame. He's going to get bigger. They're not going to have you recruit at Power 5 level. Play D-line. Have a frame like that and not make you get bigger. And you got the frame to put it on. 2 years from now, he's going to look like a different person. You can definitely tell. I'm not saying he's small. Just don't twist those words, but you can just tell. You can just tell. Getting to the quarterback. Getting to the quarterback, assertive, aggressive. Definitely see. Yeah. I was watching offensive linemen. They were doing some communication there. I knew something was going to break down. I just knew it. Out and in. Out and in. See, there he is. There we go. Getting to the quarterback. Very aggressive and assertive. Like what I see here. Here we go on the next play. Coming off the edge, off the tackle. Bam. Bam. Explosive. Got length. I don't think I mentioned that one bit. Yeah, he's got some length to him. I mentioned his frame. One of the reasons why I'm optimistic about his frame is that length. See that? Solid. That's good feet, too. Good pop in the bounce of the step. Getting back to the ball carrier. He's got a good motor. Look at that. He is very intelligent. He does not get out of position, and he's there to make a play, and he's not looking to be a hero. He's not playing hero ball out there. He's always in a spot to make a play, like here. Like instead of just ragdolling and being caught out of position, he knows to stay put, read and react, and play the line. He knows that. And it took some time because you need some consistency of how he's working. But he's a very sound, fundamental player. Not super flashy, but sound and fundamental while reading the line. That's what I'm noticing. It took me a few... I mean, first off, you're not getting lowlights. But you're getting what you're calling. And that's good, because you know he's holding contained too on a lot of these plays really well. He's also reading and reacting and holding the line too really well too, which is helping him contain. Retrospectively, looking at some of those plays that calls for that, but allowing him to stay in position, he does not get sucked in, and then once that running back makes his move towards the inside, then he moves off. Very smart, and he can do that because of his strength and athleticism. He knows he can peel off whenever he wants. He can scrape off that offensive lineman whenever he wants. And that creates the tape not to look as flashy as some of those other headhunters, but very sound fundamental player. He can hold containment. He does what he wants out there. And he does what he's told from what the coaches tell him to do in the plays and the assignments too. Whether it needs to hold, contain, play the line, rush. He does not play hero at the line of scrimmage. Does not headhunt unless he's called upon to do so, which is a good thing. And he plays sound football. He can peel and scrape, get off linemen whenever he wants. Whenever he wants to do it, he can do it because he's so strong, so quick, so agile, and that allows him to peel off, work the line, get back to the ball carrier, and doing so in the initial start of that process causes that ball carrier to stay up the gut, sets him up to come back and make that play. Good hands, very strong hands, has a good pop, pops the offensive tackle back on his back foot. He humiliated a lot of tackles in the start of this video as well. Put a few guys on their back. 77, I noticed you a lot. You had a tough day against him. It's okay. A lot of high schoolers did. He ate up a lot of guys. But a very, very fun prospect. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.